Americano, 좋아, 좋아, 좋아. Americano, 진해, 진해, 진해. 어떻게 하나, 싫어, 싫어, 싫어. 빼고 주세요, 빼고 주세요. 이쁜 여자와 담배 피고 차 마실 때 메뉴판이 복잡해서 먹고를 땐 사기세 내고 돈 없을 때 밥 대신에.
Alright, so before it ran out, I have no idea what part it stopped on. Hopefully none of the good stuff. I was just asking them, what do they miss from home? So, what do you miss from Cape Town?
Cape Town? The weather. No, yeah, like the summer.
The summer?
And my mom.
Aww.
Hi.
Say hi to the camera. The food was good. Oh, you can't wave, sorry. I was like, why isn't he waving? Because his hands were full. Good job. I do have a website. This is going on my YouTube channel. Thank you, the food was delicious. 2 times in a row. What's your name? Handi? Chiran Pandey. Nice to meet you. Thank you for serving us. Okay, so you miss your mom in summers.
What else?
Oh, and you were saying your birthday is normally in the summer back home, but here it's in the winter?
Yeah, I was bummed.
That's crazy.
What else? I miss grass.
Grass.
Grass. Not grass.
Right, American grass. Everywhere else, grass. Grass.
If you said like that, it sounds more natural.
Yeah.
Grass. Grass.
Grass and tomatoes. Right, no, we would definitely say grass.
Tomatoes. Just tomatoes.
Tomatoes?
Tomatoes.
Frank Sinatra said, tomatoes, tomatoes, plus all the whole thing off. I like that song. So you missed the grass, or grass.
Grass. What else? Chilling by the swimming pool. Chilling by the swimming pool.
How many months are in your summer?
November, December, January, February. It starts getting a little windy from March. And then again, it's always windy in Cape Town, so. From March, April starts to get autumn. Yeah. And then June, July, August is winter. Spring is summer. September is spring. The winters are. I smell spring in the air. The winters are not like it is here.
Right, because you guys don't get snow or anything, right?
Oh my word. I was suffering when I got here. This is my life?
My whole life? I can't believe this.
I remember I called her mom and I said, Mom, it's like, I don't understand what's going on. It's so cold. I don't want to talk to anybody.
Aww.
I didn't go.
Yeah, it's a different kind of cold here.
And I called my mom. It was like when I left South Africa to come here, there was a heat wave. I was like, I would give anything for the heat wave right now. Like, just anything.
You know what? But it's because of the mountains, dude. Like, it's a different kind of cold here. I'm from North Carolina. Like as I was saying earlier, we have all 4 seasons, but the wind here is like bitter to your face. Like you're like, I can't smile and I can't talk because my face is gonna crack. Like, right? Resist. Endure. That's the inside joke. You guys should have been here for that one. Isn't that right, darling? Oh, don't do that.
But we've got mountains, so it's not an our mountain.
Ja, dit droog is waar,
Yeah.
Yeah, but only occasionally if there's like a serious cold.
Het is in Queenstown gesneeuwd, heb je het gezien?
Ek het dit in Middelburg ook gesien.
Yeah. It's like it snowed in towns where people live.
Where people live.
Yeah, it's not normal for us. Like my friend told me that it was snowing when like in Queenstown she was. I was like, what? She was like making snow angels. I was like, Ginger. She lives in the Eastern Cape, and if you know anything about the Eastern Cape, it's like it's dry. Like it's hot and dry, and it's like annoying.
Dark, dry, but it was snowing.
Snowing there.
So have you guys done travel since you've been here?
Like outside of Korea?
Mm-hmm.
Bali.
How was Bali?
Bali was good.
Bali was okay.
How was Bali, guys?
Bali guys.
They were a bit forward, I must be honest.
No, was it forward compared to Cape Town or forward compared to Korea? Because Korea guys never speak ever. They have this shy thing going. So,
No, according to home.
according to home, they were forward.
Well, not forward, but like just, I don't know, I think they were, let me just like put that out. Put that out there, like they didn't have
이게 라이프가 제가
a very
보지는
large sample size, but
제가 이거 동영상으로 봤을 때는 굉장히
the
좋아
dude
보여가지고
approach
제가 지금 전문가 몇 사람한테
was very
날려봤거든요.
he was persistent for a while, and I'm like, no, seriously, like,
답이
no.
어땠는지 다시
And then he
알려드리겠습니다.
eventually, got the idea.
So have you guys dated since you've been here?
그것도 제가 알아요.
Seriously, gonna ask me this question?
Okay.
I think I would know.
Okay, yep. I meant this as a generic, anybody who's ever been on the station, the channel, I always ask about dating. So just generic overview. No? Do you guys find Korean guys attractive?
Somewhat cute.
So, wait, let me get a close-up of your face.
Yeah.
What was that?
Somewhat cute. Like some.
Some are not. Have you guys been out on a date with a Korean?
Not a date. You go out with like
A group of people. Yeah, not like a one-on-one date session.
Yeah.
Did you, were you reminiscing about a date that you had that ended
No,
terribly?
no.
That's what that looked like. Like, I'm not even going to count that trash.
No.
That's
No.
exactly what that looked like.
No, I was gonna say they're completely different. But
So would you guys be open to marrying a Korean person? Knowing what you know about the culture, or the things you've experienced now, could you see yourself embedding yourself into this culture? Your face is saying no. She's like, what the heck? How dare you curse at me like that?
I'm just trying to imagine. It's like, it's gonna be hard work. I think it's gonna be.
ideally, I wouldn't want to. Ideally, I don't mind any. I would marry anybody, but I mean, I'm not picky like that, yeah. But knowing what I know about the culture, like if I could choose,
Maybe no.
it wouldn't be my first choice. Put it that way. It wouldn't be my first choice.
That's understandable, for sure.
Would you?
Ooh.
Am I allowed to ask this?
Right, you don't ask the interviewer questions. That is not allowed. I'm gonna whip out the claw on my
I'm
kids.
gonna endure you.
Would I marry a Korean? It depends on which Korean. Like,
Like me too.
my viewers have seen me before. That's why I don't flip it around. Because there's like, what, 95 videos I have now. And of the 95, 91 of them are with me in it. So, yes, come on over.
It depends on person.
You're far away. Did you see that gangster eye roll he just gave me?
It depends on person. It doesn't matter what that person came from. If you love that person, I'll marry goddamn alien.
An alien, really? Because you were eating alien blood earlier.
With the 3 books. It doesn't matter.
Did you see that movie Earth Girls Are Easy? With the alien with 3 boobs? Yeah.
Well, I don't have a 3 books
Girls Are
fantasy, but what I mean is like nationality doesn't really matter.
Wait, I'm trying to get my cool on.
She's making. Are you making?
I'm not making fun of you. I'm
She
trying to
is.
be cool like you. Like,
She is.
You're like the standard of coolness, so I'm just trying to catch up. But I totally dig what you're saying. I think it depends. I'm all about like, love is love however you find it. However, I think that a person's culture will play a part in how sustainable your relationship is. Like, if you can't be open to the difficult parts of their culture and not asking them to change, and you wanting them to, oh, just be like this and stop doing, it's their culture. They've done it their whole life. That's not something you can fairly request. If you can't deal with the differences, especially if they're extremely dramatic, then it's just not going to work, and I think it's no point.
It's the same thing we were talking about last year, actually, when we considered dating Korean people. And the first question people asked was, well, what about the language barrier?
Right.
And at that stage, I had not had enough interaction with Korean people to be able to answer that sort of like properly. But now I can honestly say that I get annoyed when I have. Not that. Okay, that sounds rude. What I mean is like when I'm in conversation with someone who cannot speak English. Like they know very, very basic English. I have to activate my own Korean and their English in order for us to communicate. And especially when I don't feel like talking,
it can be taxing. I totally understand.
I have to sit and I have to like figure out what it is that they're trying to say, and then fill in the English that they're trying to say, or use my Korean, the very limited Korean that I have, right, to try and elicit what it is they're trying to say.
Right, like I think language for sure is a problem. Or you can just do like this guy and learn how to say I love you and thank you and hello, goodbye and all these random languages. And then life is gravy, right? Say I love you in another language. You just did it earlier.
I only know.
Okay, we'll share the two you know.
I didn't say.
Okay, but the camera wasn't on.
My brain is working slow. Don't force me.
Okay, don't cut me.
I said that Constantino is like some language, European language, but I forgot. And I forgot Sri Lankan language. I learned how to say I love you, but I know how to curse in Sri Lankan language.
I think that's the first thing that everyone learns is how to curse in other languages. I mean, he tries to teach me how to curse in Korean like all the time, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna say that. But yeah.
I didn't really teach you how to curse, how to not curse, but sounds really mean. That's how I teach you.
Right, that is true.
I mean, if you really want to make somebody pissed off, annoy that person, don't curse. But really gentle words, and not gentle, but without cursing, you can make somebody really annoying. Like if somebody have a too big mouth, you can say shut up.
Right.
Shut up. That up, right? But instead of that, if you not shut up, I'm gonna rip your mouth to back of your head. Like that.
It's scary.
That's gonna bum people up. But you can use that kind of words to make somebody shut up.
And that is why I think that language is important in relationships, because like aside from the fact that you need to express yourself to communicate, like if you get in an argument and you really want to say, I can't believe you just you don't know how to say that in your language, they're just like, why are you flailing around like a fish? What's going on? So I think, yeah, language is for sure really, really, really important. Agree? Yep.
Yeah, I mean, if you... Okay, I'm in love with this woman who don't speak my language. I don't speak her language. But somehow, your spirit is connected. Wanna have more conversation, just learn each other's language. That's how it starts.
Would you say that's love or lust? Like,
love
what we love or lust? Like, for what we build our relationships with, you know, like the things we like, the things we don't like, the music we like, etc. You have to talk about that. So if you haven't had a chance to talk about that, is it more that maybe you lust that person and not really lust
You're getting to know each other.
Right, but you can't speak. So you haven't gotten to know each other. So maybe they're just hot.
Take more time.
What do you guys think?
Huh?
What do you guys think?
About what?
I would think because I can't see what you're doing over there.
Language difference.
Language difference, like love versus lust.
Language difference, love versus lust.
Right, like if you can't talk, obviously that's I want to see more of you means I want to see more of you without your clothes. Because you haven't had a chance to, you know, say, man, she said the most amazing thing and I love the way her brain thinks. You don't get to say any of that. It's just no language.
I think if you learn more of the language, you could get past the last bit.
Yeah, let me put it this way. You speak the same language, fluently each other, it doesn't work all the time, as you know. Even you speak each other's language or using same language, it doesn't work. Do you think it work less because you don't speak each other's language?
I think it definitely adds. Yes, it's just as hard to have a relationship with someone who speaks fluently the same language that you do, but it adds. It takes that same pressure and it multiplies it to the power of 10 when you have someone who doesn't speak your language. So you still have the body language going, but I mean, if I'm speaking Afrikaans and Avery's speaking English and I get angry and I say something in Afrikaans that she doesn't understand, she might not know exactly what I'm saying, but she knows that in my body language I was very pissed off. So you still got the body language, you just don't have the head knowledge of what the language is about.
Agreed.
It just sounds like if you understand each other's language, it's more useful when you argue. It sounds like that.
Oh yeah. You essentially want to avoid conflict. So.
Yeah, I understand, but I think it doesn't matter. Love have no...
Love is not enough.
Love is enough.
No, it's not.
No, I thought that way. I made somebody cry in marriage. They did, oh, we love each other so much, blah, blah, blah. And I just got divorced that time. Do you think that's all? But that is all you think? Like you love somebody, then everything will solve out and everything. And they start, that one of bride's friends start to cry because I'm so...
You probably made it very intense.
I'm not that old, but I'm old enough to realize taste of life. Most important thing is love.
It is the most important thing, but it's not the only thing.
It's not the only thing. Yeah, you need the money, you need the other thing,
for sure.
That. But most important, if you love that person truly, it's hard. You have to keep working on to love somebody together.
Okay.
If it happened that way, nothing really matters. If you have money or not, you have to be same person, same. I mean, I get tired with people, with my girlfriend too. We got argument and everything, but every time I try to remember how I meet her, I loved her so much that time. Why am I think differently? Because I'm the one changing. And love is not just happening like that. There is chemical. After then you have to work on it. Understand each other.
That's what I mean when I say it's not enough.
That is love. Love means really, really wide.
Yeah,
so most important thing is love. Really it does. It does.
Well, for those of us who have yet to quite experience what he's talking about, yeah, for sure. I just wanted to interject that.
What people said, like I talk about ocean a lot during I'm talking. Love is supposed to be like ocean. Think about the ocean. People's factories, like polluted water, everything goes into the ocean, like clean water go to the ocean. But when we see the ocean is still ocean. Love should be like that. You don't really judge. If you love that person, fuck that. Love everything. If you can't love that thing, respect that. If you can't respect that, ignore it. But you have to tell your lover, the other piece of you, tell them I don't understand that, then I'm gonna ignore that. Love should be really, really wide, but you can't get it simply. You have to keep working on it. That is how to make love, I think. Be somebody like that. There are so many people.
I was gonna say, and where might we find? Is there a convention that I don't know about?
just have a lot of experience, date with people. If somebody hurting you, just fuck that person. There is like so many good people. But it doesn't really matter if that person is good or not. If you love that person, work on it. I can't promise you that will work all the time. But if you ever found to become that kind of person, you will be fucking happy. If you just eat once a day or once every 2 days, you're still happy. Because if you can really treasure that person, if that person really treasure you, you're really happy. That's the best way to live. Most important thing is love. It really does. Learn from, I divorced. My ex-wife left me, my girlfriend left, now, not recent girlfriend, ex-girlfriend left me. I got broken up so many times. But I was denied about meaning of love and everything. But more and more I found out is love is really, really important thing. Because I sound like I know everything. I'm not a smart person, or I don't know shit. But this is what I really felt. Find that kind of person that you will be happy. Make full of love with your life. That with meeting that kind of person, have a children. Doesn't matter what you eat, it doesn't matter what you ride, it doesn't matter what you wear. You want to give to your kid, your husband or your boyfriend or whatever, that will make you really, really happy. Don't just try to be, if you find out happiness with what you can buy, what you can do, that has a limit. But if you can give somebody to deserve, and if you find that kind of person, you will really, really happy until you die.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. And that idea can happen. Not easy, but really.
Awesome.
And if you have like extra money, if you give me, you will be happy.
We'll work on that part. That part is easy to do. Okay, gang, so we're gonna get out of here. We're all really full. As you can see, we've all been eating. This table was full of food and it is now not. So we're gonna go handle some other things. And peace. Any final word? Okay. Any final words? Bye. What's your name?
Magdal.
Oh, she's like, don't you ask me to say my whole name. I just told you. It's what?
Magdala Maria.
I like the way you say it. And Candace, any last words to your public, although we're going to see you like getting all sorts of awards in the very near future for acting?
I was gonna go follow your dreams, but I'll just go.
Oh yeah.
See you.
Thank you.
Around.
Because that means
Feel around?
See you around.
Oh, see you. I thought you said feel around. That's that Ida's talking. See you around.
Later, man. I'll see you later.
You guys know that I always say I can do the whole thing because my hand is holding the camera. Oh, sure. Bye, guys. See you next time.